New training cycle, let's go. So we're starting off with depth jumps, but I'm doing them with the Vertec this time. And we're doing it in the classes section of the gym I work out because there's a lot more space, it's private, and I can stack boxes. So I got this idea from John Evans and Isaiah to use the Vertec to actually measure the touching. So worked up to these ones on a 40-inch box, as you can see there, and I got up to 10.6 off the 40 inches. It's quite hard. I've never done a depth drop of 40 inches before. And there's my attempt at 10.7. Next, we on to deadlifts. So now we are peaking all my main lifts. It's kind of like this is a max strength cycle, or max peak strength cycle, if you will, combo with a little bit more elastic and power work. So here we're going for 180 kilo deadlift for 2 sets of 3 reps. Never done 2 sets of 3 at 180 before, and both sets went pretty well. Pretty happy with the technique for it. All looked pretty smooth. Felt pretty strong too. And here's the second set. Some clips will be weirdly framed like this because I recorded some sets vertically for Instagram. But yeah, really keen for this set. I feel, this cycle. The main idea is to basically peak my deadlifts, back squats and front squats, but I'm doing regular ones, not the pause ones. So starting with first week is sets of 3 and starting heavy. The other goal of this cycle is to build my eccentric strength. So as you'll see after these front squats, I do some super maximal, which is where you overload the eccentric with a weight that you can't actually front squat, and then you take some weight off and you pin squat it up. So that was this is going to be 2 sets of 3 at 115. And then combo with this, the depth jumps at the beginning is to now, whilst I'm working on overloading the eccentric, also working on being able to transfer that quickly. So absorb that force and then produce it really quickly. So when I'm explaining these training modalities, I'm trying to keep the explanations as simple as possible and not use too many fancy terms so that you guys can understand what I'm actually doing. So here I did 130 eccentric, then I'm taking off 20 kilos, and we're doing 110 pinned front squat. So I'm just going to fast forward through here, but as you'll see, I haven't done pinned front squats before, and I was struggling to get into the right position for this. So I decided to take another 10 kilos off and just do it with 100 kilos that I knew I could hit first, just so I could practice getting the position right. As you can see, I kind of fell forward a little bit there. So next we're going 140 now. Slow eccentric, trying to go as slow as I can all the way down. And then I will take off 40 kilos. And I'll pin squat 100 kilos again. All right, now next up, going 140 kilos again for one more set. And this time I decide to take off 40, but then put on 10 kilos. So taking off 30 kilos for 110. Now that I felt comfortable in the position, and that went up well. Same thing with here, overload the eccentric, so I'm going up with 2 feet and down with 1. So this was, I think about 180 kilos. So again, to preface what this current cycle is about, I'm peaking my max strength on my main lifts, deadlifts, back squat, front squat, as well as overloading the eccentric portion of the back squat and the front squat and other lifts like this. So I can work on more of my eccentric strength while still touching on a little bit of that conversion in the depth drops. And then next cycle will be almost a pure like power elastic cycle with still touching on a little bit of strength.